What's good, SGG family? It's your boy SmooveGotGame, aka GM Smooth, back with another Reds Rebuild episode. As today we are ready to keep things moving with the World Series. Still in Los Angeles, man, we are up 2-1 right now, and we are in a big dilemma. Luis Severino is not looking like he's gonna be able to, come in for the sweep. We need to go to our fourth guy to try to clutch this out and get us back to the top of our rotation. So we're going to need a big time win from Nick Lodato. Now, he had a pretty good season this year. As a long reliever, can't slack it at all. He did great. And then we had to come in for spot starts. Tariq Skubal was dealing with injury all year. Guys going in and out of cold streaks. When he had the spot start, he did great. He was a very good 6th or 7th starting pitcher, however you want to look at him. But he had a great year this year. Not too good of a start the last time he was out. He was able to get the win, give 3 earned runs though, and only I think 6 innings of work. So it was the bats that kind of really helped him out there get that dub. But we will be looking here today to try to go ahead and get a victory and make this series even farther out of reach. We at least have to go to 5. So there's still a chance that we can win this on the road in front of their home fans, which could sting a little bit. So the Angels are going to come out for blood, looking to not let that happen. And what they're going to put on the mound today is Danny Duffy. 2 starts this postseason, a 2.19 ERA through 12 1/3 innings. He's had a good postseason too as well. Not very many bad starts. Only 5 strikeouts though, so he's not really swinging and making a whole lot of guys look confused up there, which might play to our advantage. Our bats are hot. When they get hot, they start to burn through runs. So we will start today off with Jonathan India batting .319 this postseason, taking the first 4-seamer that he sees, lining it deep into the outfield. That'll find a glove. So far, so good for Danny Duffy. Still not getting those strikeouts, but didn't I say our bats get hot? And he got lucky that we were just 2 inches too early on that slider up in the zone. Now we'll get a 4-seamer that will be muscled out into the outfield, but will be gloved in. And unfortunately, not able to hit that one either. Look at this, 3 straight pitches that hit bats. Unfortunately, they're able to find outfield gloves too as well. But we'll see how long that lasts if he keeps pitching that way, as he goes 3 up, 3 down. Now, like I said last time, Nick Lodato threw 6 1/3. He gave up 3 earned runs, only struck out 2 batters, so he's in a similar predicament, as this Angels lineup is just as deadly and dangerous as ours. So he's going to be cut out for some work here today, trying to get through this. To get it started, it'll be Trey Turner. Also, a very good leadoff batter for them. Like I said, their lineup is very identical to ours. A lot of guys that are catching fire at the right times, leadoff batters that are good, power hitters are doing what they're supposed to. It's a very fearful lineup from top to bottom as we go ahead and throw that one over and get that high speed of Trey Turner out at first base. David Fletcher batting second for them in today's lineup, and he swings and misses through that circle change at his feet. And now we got Mike Trout down 1-2. Can we get him to swing through as well? No, we cannot. Base hit up the middle. And unfortunately, Mike Trout finds his way on bases. He's had so many times this postseason, hitting well over 350 this year. But Jared Walsh not able to do good by his teammate there as he swings and misses for out number 3. Take things to the top of the second here is Joey Gallo looking to get things started. Base hit. Shift might have helped them out as the throw will be in time. Great work by the shift. And now it'll be up to Cesar Hernandez. And what do you guys think, by the way? Down below, let me get some of your comments and thoughts. Do you guys like that they are taking the shift away? I kind of see this cheesy. My point of view is, try to stop it. Wait, what was that? That's a solo home run. Cesar Hernandez's 4th of the postseason. He tried to sneak that one in on us. They jumped at the wall, weren't able to get it, and the Big Red Machine will go up 1-0. I'm over here trying to ask y'all a question, get feedback, interact with y'all, and Cesar Hernandez is just interrupting me. At least he's interrupting me with some good news, as we now have this early lead, can help Nick Lodato settle down a little bit. Chopper over the shortstop. Granger has good speed, but not enough to beat it out. He will be thrown out. Jay Allen will be up next. 1-0. Takes that 4-seamer in on the hands, trying to bloop this into the outfield, but second baseman will get underneath it for the easy catch. But yeah, like I was saying, I think you should just adjust to it as a hitter. Start hitting the ball opposite field so that way they don't, change up the shift. I don't think you should take away the shift, but also too, as a defense or a pitching staff, he pulls the ball, throw him away a lot. Make him try to forcefully pull it so that way you get pop outs, choppers. So, I guess it's a strategy thing. So I can see either point of view, like wanting the other side to adjust. So let me know what you guys think down below if you guys agree with it, as we see Aguilar win a foot race to the bag for once. That 7 speed is moving as Anthony Rendon will be up with 2 outs. Down 1-2. Nick Lodado looking to go through 2 innings cleanly. But that will not happen, as that is a deep fly ball towards the bullpen. Getting over both sets into the stands. Solo home run. Anthony Rendon. 3rd of the postseason. And that one right there just tied up the ballgame. You know that hurts. Reds fans, that hurt. You see the Angels crowds are getting lit. Reds fans that are in attendance are big hurt right now if that lead just blowing away. And now we will go ahead and have Nick Lodado come up back into the bottom of the second, trying to get out of this one. Nice strikeout there. Now we just hope that that doesn't ruin his day and he can just keep it at that 1 earned run. So now it's back to our bats to try to make our pitcher okay here. Aguilar chopping this over to shortstop. Throw will go to first base. They got him. Nice easy grounder there. He hasn't been hitting too well. Tyler Stevenson up next. He would line this one. I think that hit off the third base bag as it'll go into foul territory up against the wall. Not enough speed rounding it, so he will stop at first base. Unfortunately, not able to move in for a double, but any base runner will work here. He's going to steal off for second. It's going to be a hit and run, actually. That gets right where the second baseman would have been, and that is a nice little base hit there to put runners at the corners with 1 out. Way to manufacture a hit and run. Something we haven't seen Cincinnati do too often, as Ahmad Rosario now will fly this one into the outfield. It's about midway through. Tyler Stevenson's going to come to the plate. Throw's going to come in and be well in time. Might have thought maybe the throw goes up the line, but that was a perfect throw, perfectly timed, and they were able to get Stevenson out at the plate. So no runs across for the Reds. We go back to Nick Lodado, still looking to be okay as he gets 1 more out there. All we need today is just 6 strong innings. Give us that 1 run. Give us a chance to get to our bullpen as this ball is going to fly back towards the warning track. Leap at the wall, not in time. Might have been just a little bit too late on that. As Trey Turner, Mr. Speed, leadoff man, just hit a solo home run to start things off, and it's not going to end there. They get a nice little double here. 1 out still, and it's a 2-1 ball game now as they go ahead and try to get things done. Now we'll go with Mike Trout. He's at a 2-2, 1 out. They're going to line this into the outfield. Joey Gallo's going to come in for it. Came in pretty quick to where no run's going to come across. Now it'll be up to Jared Walsh to keep this nice little rally that they got going, and he definitely will do that as that ball will be going into the right center field gap. Jay Allen's not going to be able to get to it. Throw will come into the cutoff man. They're coming around to the plate. Hernandez throw goes in, and it is in time. Getting, I think that is Jared Walsh that tried to come around. They go ahead and get him at the plate. I actually think that was Mike Trout that was trying to come around with the speed. Not able to get there, and then they get a call strike there as Nick Lodado still gave up 2 more earned runs that inning. We'll have to hope that our bats can come back to this one. We definitely don't want this series to get tied up. Only good news that would come out of them winning a second game would be that at least we know that we'll be back at home with chances to eliminate. Now, as we get Jay Allen with a nice little walk over to first base. Tyler Stevenson with a 3-1 count himself. We watch it all the way. It'll be full. And he will watch that 4-seamer get off the plate, so he's going to walk himself too as well. First and second, good chance to make something happen here. We got another 3-0 count to Jonathan India, who takes that 4-seamer right down the middle just a little bit too early down the baseline. So they throw another one. This time he waits just a little bit longer on it, and that'll be gone. Short porch in left field. He takes it right over the top. So 3-run home run, his first of the postseason. He saw Trey Turner get a home run. He said, I can't be outdone by the other leadoff man. I'm going to go ahead and get me 1 too and do it 1 better. Not just a solo, but we're going to take 3 of them things with me. Through the same exact pitch in the same exact location. He waited back just a little bit longer on it. It took it to where it needed to go. Now let's see if we can keep this rally of our own going. Get a couple more runs here. Ahmad Rosario. 4-seamer right down the middle, about chest level. He'll take this to a similar location, and that'll be gone as well. You just got to hold out any word that sounds right. 4th home run this postseason. He has been amazing. Talk about a uplifting bat. Rafael Devers, the team MVP, goes down with an injury. We stick Ahmad Rosario, who had been struggling on the bench, into the lineup. Not only do that, but we put him into a good position in the batting order at the 2 spot. He has been producing, as that is a long 355-foot home run to be his 4th of the postseason. And that'll lead into Mike Moustakas. The power is not going to end there, just if only he can make contact with the ball. Second strikeout of this ball game. We knew Danny Duffy wasn't going to be big of a strikeout guy. And unfortunately for him, even despite getting the strikeout, it looks like the coach has seen enough. They need just one more batter to get the bullpen ready. They will go ahead and pull him from this game. So not a very good start. They started out okay, but those home runs really kind of messed him up there. He blew this lead that his offense gave him. And now we have to hope they can get it back so he's not on the hook for this loss. Reed Detmers, who we've seen come in for them at long relief duties quite a bit this series. We'll have to go ahead and come in and do it again. They just need him to come in, shut the door, keep that ERA of his at 0, as it has been through 10 innings. Hasn't given up an earned run yet. And the first man that you see is Joey Gallo. And what is he going to do? Beat the shift, like we talked about earlier, with a drive down the opposite field line. Nice double will get up against the wall. And with 2 outs, we got a chance to keep everything going. Cesar Hernandez, this is what we were able to do. Put him at the 5 when Rosario gets to come in at the 2. And that'll be a 4-seamer in on the hands. He's going to take this one into the gap. And it looks like it was a good move. And that's going to get down up against the wall. One runner is going to come around and score. It'll be an RBI double. Call it a 6-3 ball game. Doug Granger will be up next. 2-1. Can he keep it going? 0-2 for the day. Get his first hit, 1 for 3. That's going to be an RBI double as he's going to stretch it around the second base. Throw coming to the cutoff man. And back-to-back RBI doubles. 3 straight doubles. As we're able to go ahead and manufacture 2 more runs here. It is 7-3. And it's looking very promising for us if we can just get some more shutdown innings out of our bullpen. Jay Allen going to take this one right to second base, or should I say shortstop, for a nice pop out. It'll be up to Nick Lodato now. How much further in this game can he go for us? Really want him to just get as much as possible, but we'll go to the bullpen if we need to, if it looks like he's struggling. And right now he's got a 3-1 count to Mike Trout. Chopped on the ground. Couldn't swing the glove around to grab it. Jay Allen will have to go ahead and come in, and I don't know where he was going. Went towards the wall for a little bit. Maybe a bad angle there as that throw will be miles behind Mike Trout as he's able to get it on a double. Lack of mental compensation. I say compensation. He just had lack of IQ there. Just was not paying attention to what was going on, and Mike Trout was able to take advantage. Now, thankfully, we're able to get a pop out, so no movement up. We can still get out of this without scoring a run. And as the count goes full, Nick Lodato will throw in that 4-seamer to get him swinging. As Hanger going to sit down on the bench. 8 strikeouts here today. Nick Lodato has been amazing today with the strikeouts. 3-0. Walks Jose Ramirez here to go over to first base. We've got Anthony Rendon coming up. So I just go ahead and say, you've had a strong start here today. You gave me everything you got. You're starting to get tired. You're losing it. So rather than let this inning get out of hand like we did with Liza Hernandez, sorry, Liza, we're going to go ahead and get Brewstar, Ratterall to come in and shut this down. He's got to face Anthony Rendon with runners at first and second, 2 outs. Gets him to foul off and swing through the first 2. So we'll go 0-2. Watching that cutter off the plate, trying to get him to chase it. 1-2 now. Swings and misses at the slider off the plate. Getting him to chase that one this time. That is 6 strong innings from the pitching staff. We go ahead and bump this all the way to the bottom of the 8th. No work really in through the 7th. No extra runs through the top of the 8th. And we come down to their last 6 outs as they get 2, 3, 4 right here. And number 2, rounding on the ground, that's Fletcher. Now it'll be Mike Trout with an evened up count. He's 3 for 3 today. Can he make it 4 for 4? Chopped on the ground. Indy is going to go ahead and close out quick. Throw goes to first in time. They finally retire Mike Trout. And then it's Jared Walsh. 4 outs remaining. 0-2. Swings and misses at that sinker off the plate. Great inning of work there. And for the 9th, we just go ahead and bring in TJ Atone. 2 games this postseason. Only giving up an earned run. That's why the ERA is so high. But 2 2/3 innings of work has been pretty strong. Let's get that ERA down a little bit. Not a save situation, so no reason for Lucas Sims to come in yet. But oh, best believe he is warming up just in case we need him to. But nice little line out there off 3 pitches to get things started. Only 2 more outs left to go for them. Jose Ramirez coming up next. 0-1 already. He will foul off that sinker. Back towards the backstop. 0-2. Watches the sinker high and away. And you can't do that with very few outs left in this game. As that'll be out number 2. Anthony Rendon will come up with a 1-1 count now. Swings through the slider. They're down to their final strike. Can we put him away? TJ, Willing, Dilling. No call on the sinker. Probably a good call not to call that, though. That was off the plate. Chops this one right past TJ Atone's head. Jay Allen will come in this time making a smart route to the ball. and going in and stopping this from going around. And they might have a little bit of life here to go ahead and start the rally up. That's going to be a fly ball. Heading deep back to the wall. Will they go ahead and shrink this lead up? Allen catches it just at the base of the wall. And that is the final out in this game. The Cincinnati Reds win game number 4 here. Go up 3-1 in the series. Nick Lodato did just enough to get this victory, man. Another 3 earned run performance through 6. But the offense was able to come into play today. A nice 3-run home run from India. And not to mention back-to-back jacks between him and Rosario to go ahead and put this game really out of reach. After those first 3 early inning runs, we got 6 in that 5th inning and never looked back. As Nick Lodato 5 2/3, 8 strikeouts, 7 hits. He had a masterful game. Danny Duffy, once again, playing the contacts. And when our bats get hot, we burn through runs. A great win there. 5 earned runs, only 2 strikeouts from Danny Duffy. Like I told you, he really was not pitching to fool us at all. But a great game here. 3 hits from India, 3 from Hernandez, 2 from Gallo and Granger. India's first home run, Rosario's 4th, Hernandez's 4th. Also got up to 7 RBIs. Rosario leading the team right now with 9 of them things. And then Gratterall's second hold of this postseason went 2 1/3 for us, 2 strikeouts. So great work there. And the Tone getting that last 3 outs for us. So I think this was a very good complete team win. It will lead into a game 5. You see those last 2, if necessary. We can end things today. It is an elimination game. And normally I would like to put this in its own video, but for pacing sakes, we're going to go ahead and put this one at the end of this one. So we could be winning the World Series here today. You guys could be seeing mission accomplished in this video. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Stay to the end of this video to go ahead and see how this one closes out, because we got 15 minutes of the craziest baseball that you've seen in your life. And on the mound with such crucialness on the line, Jamie Barrera coming in. Hasn't pitched this postseason yet. Had a decent regular season. 4.78 ERA, 1.46 WHIP, only 123 strikeouts and 169 innings. So I don't know if that's exactly who you want to roll out on elimination day. But also for us too, we will be going with our ace. I decided to go ahead and bring him in. Even though his stamina was a little bit lower, he wasn't 100%. We're still bringing him in to try to get this final victory for us. So can the bats stay awake for just one more inning, or one more game I should say, as Jonathan India takes the second pitch. He sees a slider off side part of the plate to the outfield. This will go to get up against the wall for a leadoff double. And next we'll go to Cesar Hernandez, switching up the lineup here today with that righty back up here. We're going back with our normal lineup with Hernandez at the 2, Rosario down, buried into the order just a little bit. Aguilar moving up as well, as that'll be a base hit that gets into the outfield. Actually, Hernandez is going to try to stretch this one to 2. Throw will go to second base, not in time. RBI double, 2 back-to-back doubles to lead off the game. And so far it's looking good. Mike Moustakas swings at the upstairs 2-seamer. Probably should have just let that one go. Joey Gallo will take that 2-seamer off the plate right to the outfielder. So no moving up for Hernandez. 2 quick outs for him. So we might be out of here with just 1. But Jesus Aguilar has surprised us before. His only hits this postseason have been home runs. So can he get a third one? 0-2. Tried to check his swing, but will go sit down instead as he swung through that slider. Hernandez getting it started early, though, and getting that man, Luis Severino, ready for his 4th start this postseason. 2-0 record, a 1.25 ERA. The other start he did give up 3 earned runs, so that's why the ERA is even that high. Oh, man, it's been killing it. 22 strikeouts, sub-1 whip. And today we're looking for that same kind of dominance. So we get started with Trey Turner. Behind in the count, 1-2 after fouling that one into the seats. Flies this one deep to Jay Allen. Just checking to his left a little bit. Will glove it for out number 1. Brandon Marsh. So they're changing up their batting order too as well between right and left. He'll move up into the order at the 2 spot. Batting 203 this postseason. Let's go ahead and take it below 200. As that'll be a grounder over to India to Aguilar for out number 2. And Mr. 364 himself, Mike Trout. 3 for 4 yesterday's game. Can we go ahead and cool off his bat here with our ace? 2-2 after the foul tip. Swing and miss at the circle. Change off the plate. Maybe we can cool him down after all. As we go ahead and stay with Luis Severino here. Bottom of the second, Jared Walsh is up now. 1-1. Getting him to foul that 4-seamer away. Now we in for a high strikeout day again here today. Chopped on the ground. Stevenson's going to come from behind the plate. Throw over to first nice and easy as he got out the way. and that'll be out number 1. And I really trusted Severino here with trying to get this dub. He's been great this postseason. He's really turned up the end of his season. Beginning, he was kind of rocky, but rather than go to my 5th starter and bring Eliza Hernandez in here for a possibility, I just wanted to try to end the series today, now, right now. I wanted to bring my ace in, even though he's probably about 95% stamina. And that's probably why you don't let him pitch early, is that'll be a solo home run well over the wall. Jose Ramirez, and if you remember even back to the Mariners series, he was hitting clutch home run after clutch home run. Only 4 this postseason, but I swear all 4 have been meaningful. They haven't just been random, we already up big home runs. These have been game-tying, lead-changing, game-winning home runs for Ramirez. And now we will go ahead and have to see how Severino will bounce back from that. He is our ace, though. He is strong-minded. I'm not too worried at all as we go ahead and walk Hanger over to first base. Jeff McNeil. He's also at a full count now after chopping that circle change into the stands there. 3-2. Watches the slider low. So back-to-back walks is not looking too good here. And he continues to not find the zone. Slider off the plate. Finally gets something over, and there'll be a liner right to Gallo for the out. We'll go ahead and take that one, man. As Jose Ramirez really kind of rattling our ace there. We'll go right back to him to make sure he's okay, because still not able to find the zone, but at least getting him to swing out of the zone a little bit. Full count here to Trey Turner. Watches the circle change and will walk over to first base. Brandon Marsh will come up next. 2-2. Watching that circle change low. We'll have yet another full count. And he will take that 4-seamer deep back in the right center field. This is almost the same location as the last homer. 2-run shot this time. Brandon Marsh, 2nd home run of the postseason. And because of it, they will take the lead here today. This is the no, they had a lead yesterday. I was going to say this is their first lead in a while, but no, they had a lead early yesterday too. So we're not that worried. I mean, we're kind of worried about our ace not being able to find the strike zone and already having a pretty high pitch count. But we know our bats can answer back quickly, fastly, efficiently, and majorly. We just need Severino to finally calm down. He will go ahead and get a strikeout there to get the first out. 2-2 here to Jared Walsh, backing him off the plate with a nicely friendly slider. A nice friendly neighborhood slider, man. But that 4-seamer is going to come up in the zone and get him to swing down. He's going to go sit on the bench. Anthony Rendon swings at the slider, man. And he will go ahead and turn around and walk too as well. But not before the damage is done and the lead has been snatched from us. So now it'll be up to our bats to try to do something here. Going to the top of the 6th. Still not much offense from either side here. Liner goes out to shortstop. He'll glove it. Gather his feet. Throw down to first base in time for the out. Cesar Hernandez, we need some more magic from you. You've hit home runs too. 1 for 2. Pops the slider in the air. That'll be gloved. Now we've got 2 outs. Mike Moustakas with a chance to get a 2-out rally going, and that's how you get it moving. Solo home run on the slider and on the hands. Didn't I tell y'all you say whatever word feels right? 6th home run this postseason. 6 of them things. That boy really taking advantage of that 3rd spot in the rotation. He normally be down there at the 6, 7. But no Devers. At least he gets a chance to shine just a little bit more and go back to his old clutch ways. And he's been somebody that's been on this roster since the beginning, long before we even started the series. So for him to see us into this situation, it's just beautiful. He trusted the process, and now he's in the postseason and hitting a clutch home run to put us back in a situation where we might be able to take this inning. 3-1 to Joey Gallo. We could go back to back here. He'll have the green light. Foul ball on the 4-seamer. Now he got a full count. They might just prefer to walk him. 3-2. They will. Circle change not even close, so he'll go ahead and take his base over at first. Leave it to Jesus Aguilar. Remember, every hit has been a home run. And maybe he can keep the streak going here with the slider up in the zone. Just died before it could even hit the warning track. So thanks to Mike Moustakas, it's a 1-run ball game. But still, we got more work to do as they'll bring in Paul Sewald. 3 games this postseason has been very strong, and they're looking to hold the door here as we go to the top of the 8th inning. 9-1-2 set to go ahead and take off. Tyler Stevenson, first pitch he sees is a 4-seamer. He lines into the outfield. Diving catch. Are you serious? Mike Trout trying to do it all. Diving catch in center field. And then a check swing strikeout is our first 2 outs in the inning. You know that has to hurt. You feel like the baseball guys are just against you here today. Cesar Hernandez. First pitch he sees, he chops his 4-seamer on the ground. Nice easy throw off balance. And we're down to our final 3 outs here as we have to hold the doors to ourselves. Luis Castillo. We end up bringing in our long reliever here to kind of shut the door. He's been doing exactly that here. 40 pitches through. Maybe should have let him start today. He's looked very strong. I know we haven't showed much of him today, but that's because he wasn't allowing much action. No base runners, no walks. He was striking out a lot of guys and keeping us into this ball game as that sinker gets the check swing from Mike Trout. He'll go sit down. And Jared Walsh, 0-1, lines this one deep into the outfield. Granger's going to call off Allen in center. He'll set it underneath it and catch that to go ahead and send us to the top of the 9th inning. Down to our final 3 outs. They'll bring in Aaron Loop. 4 games this postseason, did save his only opportunity. And have to start off against Mike Moustakas. 3, 4, and 5 is normally what you would want to see, but not with the way our lineup is set up today. You got Mike Moustakas that you got to get through, and after that, it might be easy street as that ground ball will get to second base. The shift played it perfectly, as even though if they weren't in the shift, I think he probably would have just caught that as a liner. As Joey Gallo will be up next, nobody on for him, and we've only got 2 more outs away from having to see a Game 6 back at home. Slider over the middle of the plate. I mean, slurve. My fault, as that will be a base hit that gets into the outfield, though that time beating the shift. But that does put him in double play possibility for Jesus Aguilar. And honestly, I started looking. I was like, hold on. Do I have somebody else that I could potentially bring in that I'm a little bit more confident in rating-wise? And looking at my bench, I was like, I guess not really. You know, there's still the opportunity that he can hit a home run. Power is high for Jesus Aguilar. Watches that cutter in on the hands for the first pitch. Chasing the sinker low. We do not like it already. 1-1. There you go. Be patient. If you got to work a walk, I'm fine with that. Oh, we not fine with that, though. 2-2. Evened up after he fouls off that sinker off the plate. Could have been 3-1. Swings through the sinker low. Just wasn't ready for it. They caught him off balance. He's going to go ahead and take his seat, too, as well. And it'll come down to former Rookie of the Year, Doug Granger. He's 1 for 2 here today. He's been decent this postseason. And with 2 outs, runner at first base, he's our last hope. But he's also the go-ahead run if he can swing it. Not swing over it, but swing and hit the ball, though. Not swing, hit, and chop. I need swing, hit, and gone. 0-2. Fouls off yet another one. Aaron was going to reset. Only sinkers have been thrown. What is he going to do here? It will be another sinker. Still battling. This is what Doug Granger does best. Works at counts, works at bats, fouls stuff off, and stays alive until he gets something to hit. So maybe we got a little bit of taste of something coming here. 0-2 once again, and he actually will be hit on the hip this time. Right about where the spleen is. So we'll go ahead and go to first. Now brings in Miles Rosario. I know he's 0 for 3 today, but this series, 8 for 20, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs, has been clutch this postseason. And honestly, out of everybody in my lineup, I'm probably most confident with either him or Cesar Hernandez holding this bat right now. So 2 outs, first and second. We saw him throw a lot of sinkers. So what he's going to do here, throws me one up in the zone, deep, but it is in foul territory. That cutter could have been it. Trying to get that lower one as he's mad that he missed the first one. 0-2. That'll be in on the hands. That'll be dropped. We're going to try to move up. Actually, no, we're going to try to go back. Throw, go to second base. It's in time. Oh, that's the biggest base running blunder that you could ever have. I thought it would roll a little bit more. I hesitated a little bit. I probably should have just initially went back when I hesitated. But I was scared. I was nervous. I wanted to end it right here today with our ace. Unfortunately, we couldn't, which means we're not only are we going to go to a Game 6, we have to go to this Game 6 facing their ace without our ace. So the gamble didn't pay off here. Only 4 2/3 from Luis Severino. Thought we could get a little bit more out of him, but also we didn't score a lot of runs. How often have we only scored 2 runs? How often has giving up 3 runs not been enough? I will say more often than not, that would have been enough to get a dub. This offense ran cold today. Despite having 5 hits, which is more than them, they just made all theirs count. Everybody that touched base by hit came around. Home run, single, 2-run home run. Other than that, nobody else touched base that wasn't a walk. So here's ours. 5 hits. We left a lot of guys on base tonight. Moustakas hit his 6th home run, 8th RBI, or 12th RBI. as Hernandez gets his 8th. But there's a lot of things that can be done here differently. You see Aguilar, 3 strikeouts. 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. That is a terrible number 5 hitter. He's really making me evaluate. You know, his contract up at the end of this year. He's making me evaluate if we need to re-sign him or not. But that'll go ahead and ultimately do it. We will have to go ahead and see a Game 6 back at home, thankfully. We will be back at home. So a chance to win the World Series in front of our home crowd would be great. But with Luis Severino basically being kind of down for the count here, I'm going to go ahead and just double check and see how much stamina Hunter Green has. He's pitched better at home than on the road. And I'd say it's about 97%, 95% healthy. So he should be good to go. At least give me 6 innings maybe. And we'll have to go against Lucas Giolito. Although he is their ace, he's done terribly this postseason. So I feel pretty good about our chances to potentially be able to get this dub. If you guys are behind that, man, you like, comment, subscribe for good vibes as we go into Game 6. This one will be by itself because this one is for sure an elimination game. Obviously, this episode we didn't really know what would happen with Game 3, you know, Game 4. They could have won and made it 2-2, but we ended up winning and then they won Game 5. So Game 6 will be by itself, and Game 7, if necessary, will also be by itself. So that'll be next Tuesday for Game 6. And if we need a Game 7, that'll be next Saturday. Hope you guys do enjoy, man. MLB The Show 23 is coming out soon. I do know what team I'm going to be using, so hope you guys are excited for that, and hopefully you guys are excited to see which team I'm using. Normally my format is with rebuildings, I look at the teams that have the bottom 3-ish teams in the league that have the most work to do to get to the top. So there's a little bit of a hint on who you can go try to see who you think I might be using. Comment it down below and see if anybody can guess what team I'm about to be using in MLB Show 23. But let's go ahead and get excited. World Series game number 6 is on the way. Hope you guys did enjoy. It's me, your boy SGG, aka SmooveGotGame, aka King of Games, aka GM Smooth. Let's go ahead and complete this mission, man. 3 years? This gotta be one of my fastest rebuilds ever, even including Madden. Let's get it.